Excited to be here. Yes, I'm not spending Valentine's with my beloved. I'm here with my other beloveds and a whole bunch more of you. Hi, crafting cuties. Hi, everybody. Welcome to our Tuesday night show. If you're brand new, kind of let me explain what the show is all about. We have just an awesome time on Tuesday nights. It's a Facebook Live show only, and what we do is we feature new products that have never been on the air before, typically. So you always see like new launches, new items, and a lot of times they never make it on the air. Little heads up, we do have a lot of items that sell out because we bring in very small quantities of what we do on our show tonight. And you can shop while you're in the show. You're going to see a little kind of link area in the bottom. It's kind of long, but click on that. You can buy the product, and I think you're going to absolutely go crazy over our products tonight. And you can shop now, so I don't want you to wait if you're going to go shop. So that's kind of fun. The other thing that's really neat, it's very, very different than what we do live on television. We actually take time. Believe it or not, I semi-slow down my talking, not by much, but a little bit. And we really show you the products. You're introduced to the guests. We really teach you a lot of techniques on Tuesdays, and we have absolutely no time to do that when I'm on the air. So it's a completely different experience. And you, indeed, are a huge part of it. So what I try to do is get to a lot of comments. Because we have so many people joining us each week, unfortunately, I can't get to everybody, but I try. Now, we have a new feature every week because we have a brand new Facebook page. I'm going to be doing it in a couple minutes. I'll show you the page. We're going to actually Facebook group. And guess what? When I just logged in to comment on some of you guys' work that you're posting, we are now over 2,700 members in about 2.5 weeks. Yay! So I'm hoping we can get to 3,000 members, and I'll show you that in just a second. I was going to show it in just a second. Not yet, because I'm going to wait till I do my shout-outs. Okay, so let's do what I do to get everybody on board, because we have tons of you joining us from all over the country. In fact, we have people join us from around the world, is I do a couple quick shout-outs, and then my new feature is featuring what you've been posting on Facebook, which has been so cool and so much fun. So let's start. So again, happy Tuesday, happy Valentine's to everybody. Desiree's back. She says, hello, fellow cuties. Edie's here. She said, cold and snowy Colorado. Diana says, tuning in from the great state of Washington. Hi, Diana. Oh, by the way, if you're brand new, please put first timer between DeWitt and Evelyn. They're going to record them all to make sure I absolutely say hi to you, especially if you're brand new to the show. Deanna's joining us from Idaho. Lisa's here from Minnesota. Mary says, hi to all the Galentines out there from University Park, Washington. That's awesome. Monica is here from California. She says it's chilly there. Georgia is happy Valentine's Day cuties from Newburgh, New York. Betty Ann says, hi, Suzanne. Hi, Betty Ann. Phyllis is here. She's from Northwest Iowa. And Anita's back. Crafting Cutie here waiting. Hi, Suzanne. Hello. Lisa's joining us from rainy Minnesota. Sylvia says hello. Deborah says hello from Macon, Georgia. We have Debbie from outside of Nashville. Oh, hello, Debbie. I love Nashville. Another Debbie right in line says, hi, Suzanne. Happy Valentine's Day. Thank you. Sylvia says, tuning in from San Diego, California. Hello. Lynn is here. Marcia is joining us from my home state of Ohio. Go Buckeyes. By the way, I must take a moment.
I'm so sorry.
Where I know, thank you, everybody. When I take a moment, because you said Buckeyes, which reminded me of football, which reminded me of a horrible Super Bowl game that just happened. You were waiting on that, DeWitt, weren't you?
I was a little bit.
You were waiting. You knew I'd have a moment. Sometimes we slip into football talk just because, yeah, my Eagles, they lost, but it was a great game, actually. And I love Big Red, so I wasn't 100% upset because Andy Reid used to be the Eagles coach, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, my Eagles lost. Enough of that. All right, Debbie says hi, happy Valentine's Day. Teeny, happy Valentine's Day from Alexandria, Minnesota. I think I got it right. Donna from South Jersey, hello. Linda's here from South Dakota, happy Valentine's Day. Lisa, happy Valentine's Day. Lori says good evening from Robert Lee, Texas. Hi, Lori. Barb's joining us from Cadillac, Michigan. Lori's joining us from Orlando. She says hi, Suzanne. Linda says hello from Michigan, happy Valentine's Day. Miriam says happy Valentine's Day. Susan's Indiana. Mary's joining us from Harvey, Louisiana. Trudy, happy Valentine's Day. Thank you, guys. Jane, happy V-Day from Sylvania, Ohio. Georgie Ann's joining us. Hi, Suzanne from Clearwater, Florida. She's a neighbor. Hello. Yeah, Michelle's joining us from Smethport, Pennsylvania. We have Marjorie from Pennsylvania as well. Look at all our little Pennsylvanians showing up. Leslie says happy Valentine's Day. Gail Leanna's cards from Southampton, New York. Well, welcome. Debbie's from Arizona. Hello. Vanessa from Philly. Mary's, hey, Philly, I hope you're upset. Mary, hi there, cuties. Happy Valentine's Day, Suzanne, and all my online friends. Deborah's joining us from Hickory, North Carolina. Phyllis is a first timer. Well, welcome, Phyllis, and you did it on Valentine's Day, so welcome. We love it. Lucy's joining us from Palm Harbor, Florida. Monica, spending today with you, my galentine. Aww. I love that. Pat is a first timer from Ohio, another Buckeye like me. Hi. Sue's joining us from South Carolina. Mary, had snow this morning in southern Oregon. Wow. I bet that was, nobody probably drives. Like, oh, it's a half an inch of snow. Tammy, first timer from Wisconsin. Happy Valentine's Day. A lot of first timers. Joanne's joining us from Ohio. She's first timer. Hello. Karen from Kentucky. Yvonne's joining us from Newark, New Jersey. We have Patty from the great Pacific Northwest in Washington State. We have a lot of people from Oregon, Washington. That is so cool. Marilyn's here. Amelia. Barb is here. Janice. She says, hello, Suzanne, your wonderful crew from Corpus Christi. DC says, happiest hearts and hugs from Central PA. I love that. I used to live in State College. I worked at Penn State at the PBS station and traveled with the football team and did the football show, so that was always fun. Crafty Gals joining us from Connecticut. Trudy's joining us from South Carolina. Lots of newbies. Yay and welcome. Susan's welcoming everybody else who's a newbie as well. Beth is watching from North Carolina as well. Carletta, hi, DeWitt. Carletta's giving you a hi. Aww. All right, really quickly. Evelyn's in the house, and you guys got to come out because you got to show all of our little Valentine's outfits. So I'm wearing my little, this is Marla Wynn, by the way, in case you wondered, and I bought it, and I love it. It's the most comfortable thing. But look at Evelyn. So here's little Evelyn. We love, this is what my producer today. Wait, you got to throw a leg up or something. I will. Can you do it? Yeah. Don't split your pants. Ta-da! She's wearing her heart legging. Look at what DeWitt is wearing the calmest outfit I've ever seen. You look so dapper.
Well, thank you.
I love this. Look, it's all like, yeah, he's very velvety.
So velvety, yeah.
Yeah, you're kind of a touchy thing.
Hey, that's what you want on Valentine's Day.
Hey, okay. You two go back behind the cameras on that note. There we go. Yes, he's like, have people been touching you all day long, DeWitt?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, they absolutely have. Okay, so I wasn't. You're not calling HR on me or anything. Thank God. Not for that. Yes. For only the stuff I say off camera. Yeah. Many calls to HR. All right, Vanessa's joining us. She's a heartbreaking Las Vegas Eagles fan. Thank you, Vanessa, for feeling my pain. Christina, hello. Suzanne and Crafting Cuties from California. Tina's here. Lynette's here. Hi, Lynette. She said that great game that was so much. Billy's here from Ohio. She's new. Hi, Billy. Crafting Diva from Indiana. Suzette from Hawaii. Aloha. That is so awesome. There. Aloha. We have Agnes. Okay, here's what I got to do because I know everybody wants me to move on. I got to move on. So, Evelyn, will you do me a favor?
Yes.
Keep your, Ellie, she rooted for the Chiefs. Well, I'll forgive you. Actually, again, I'm kind of cool with the Chiefs. No, I'm not happy, but I'm cool with them. Anyway, guys, I'm sorry. I will try to get to more comments. Definitely comment when we get to our guest. I try to really watch those while the guests are talking because you guys are a huge part of it. I'd love to know your ideas or if you have any questions for our guests. So, speaking of guests, not yet. Now, let's talk about our new page. So it was so cool when I went on the HSN Crafting group. As I was going into it to make comments tonight before we went on live, we just hit the 2,700 members of our new group. It's HSN Gets Crafty with me. Yay! And it's super cool. Can we scroll down? Do you have access to it to show the what people are posting?
I can't scroll through.
You still can. Okay, all right, we'll have to get that fixed. Anyway, what's really, really neat is I always wanted in the last 2 years a place where you guys could post what you're doing and to be really this amazing group. And it's been so much fun and you guys are posting the coolest things. I don't care if you're a beginner, you're really advanced. And I want you to post your crafts. We have somebody who just posted, we did a wreath. Today we're showing the pops that somebody posted because they bought what we had on a Tuesday night and then showed their creation. And so it could be quilting, it could be sewing, it could be card making, it could be whatever it is. We want to see what you're working on. If it happens to have our products, that is our preference, of course. Or maybe an old product you bought from us, which is fine. It doesn't have to be in stock. But it's been so cool because everybody's being really supportive and neat. So every week I'm featuring some of you guys. So here we go. In this week, we are now showing, first off is, I want to say, how do you say Jacquie? Jackie? I guess Jackie, right? She said this is a hybrid, and I did pick a few Valentine ones, a hybrid using Anna Griffin and Crafter's Companion for my nursing home residents. Now, is that the neatest thing? Because a lot of people who might be in a nursing home are not getting so much love on Valentine's Day. And look at how beautiful these turned out. So you know what, Jacqueline? You get double Crafting Cutie love because not only is that a great project, but you're also sending some love to some people who might not get a lot of love on Valentine's Day. Rhonda, she heard this next product. How cute is this? Yeah, that took a lot of work too. That's clever. She used Crafter's Companion's edgeable dies. So you see the edgeables. I love how she used an embossing folder for the hearts. I love the cutout in the center. Isn't that clever? So a little love from Rhonda. All right, Nikki James. Now, she's cute. Nikki's been posting over the last couple of weeks, and she's really experimenting with really fun watercolors. And I've really been charmed by everything she does. I think it's so cute. But today she said this, or the other day, I wasn't going to post this one because the little birds ended up too close together. Maybe someday I will try again with more white space between, but I decided I kind of like the mishmash of the little birdies all scrunched together. Happy spring. And I said it looks like tumbling birdies. And I think it's adorable. I thought it was absolutely the cutest thing, even if they are close. It just worked great, so I had to point that out. All right, Ruth said, here we go. Yeah, of course I had to post this one because Ruth personalized it, so I'm obviously a sucker for someone shouting me out, which is very egotistical, but whatever. So here we go, an early Valentine for all from Chicago, and I have to read it. This Valentine's heart is red, and its message sincere and true. To all the crafting cuties, this message is for you. On the day of hearts and roses, my poor poetry should be in small doses. So to you I will say, have a wonderful Valentine's Day. So that's to me and all of you guys. Isn't that? Of course I had to post that. Shout out to me and then all to our crafting cuties. So I want to thank Ruth. And then Melina, she did this. Okay, now we had on, I want to say 2 weeks ago, we did chocolate hot cocoa bombs, and we did cake sickles. And so she's showing her version of old school cake pops that she did. I was going to show you another gal did the cake sickles with the heart formation, but we couldn't post it. She didn't want us to post it because her grandson was in the picture because they did it together. So this one is using cake sickles and using cake pops, but we have cake sickles. The item number is 832864. They're still in stock, so check those out. And the hot cocoa bombs, which look a little bit like this actually, are 832863. So if you missed Allie a couple weeks ago and you want to do some of that stuff, we just want to give you the item numbers and a little shout out because again, that's a craft, right? It's food crafting, which is really cool. All right, I think I got everything done, you guys, on that. Okay, we're good. Now let's get started. So I have to show you. Every time a Paper House box, oh, little Leo. Did you give it to him to post it? I forgot. Oh, darn it. Okay, we're going to show Leo in a minute. We'll have to wait. We'll show him at the end of the show, okay, because we got to get to this. Everybody's here for the crafting. Okay, so here's what happens. Every time Paper House says they're going to send me something, I'll be honest with you, I get so excited because I always know it's going to be beautiful and really neat and really inspirational. And we have a brand new guest who's joining us from the team at Paper House, and it's Amy Slaughter. She is one of their fabulous designers, and it's Ames Moon papery. I said it right. Yeah, I'm so happy. This is a paper crafting kit. So let me show you the kit overall, and I'll tell you my very personal story about this kit because she really so inspired me. So first off, look at the palette of colors. And Amy's going to take us through the whole thing in just a second, but I'll kind of break down what you're getting. You're getting 18 sheets of the paper, and we'll go through this a little bit more in depth with Amy, that are both double-sided, and it's gorgeous cardstock, and the paper is stunning. You're getting four paper sticker sheets. These are these guys right here with sayings, beautiful images. There's some foiling on these as well. Just so much to really, I think, touch your heart when you're using this collection. You get 57 pieces of the die cut ephemera. Oh my gosh, it's everything from, I love the foiling vellums to just tons of stuff to work with. There's just really cool, and again, how cool and fabulous is this wonderful, wonderful palette. So you get 57 pieces of that. You get the cardstock border sticker sheet. Let me show you that. This is it right here. Absolutely, again, super gorgeous, right? You also are going to get the alphabet sticker sheet, which is really nice to see. So far, not that I can recall all of them, but I don't recall Paper Kit having all the beautiful stickers and the wonderful font, so that's included. And then you get 2 rolls of your washi tape. That's included as well, and they're, again, exquisite. I love it's almost like a desert scene. It's super kind of surreal, and then I love this kind of design with the sort of a leaf design with the foiling as well. So that is the entire kit. Now, your item number is 1342236. It's only $29.99, which is great. And right now, today, we have 5 flex on it, so you get $6 if you want to pay it off in 5 months and get it at home. So let's meet my newest guest, Miss Amy, who's joining me. And I'm so excited because she's the Ames Moon papery. So Miss Amy, hello, how are you, and welcome.
Thank you. Hey, Suzanne.
Oh, we're so excited to have you. And like I said, every time I know something's come from Paper House, I'm like, oh, I know it's going to be fabulous. So give us some background. How did you get started in this world? What's the story? What are you up to? And then we'll really take a deep dive into your kit.
Okay. Well, Ames Moon Papery. I founded this company in 2016. I just wanted to provide stationery as tools for reflection and organization for women. So I started off crafting greeting cards and notebooks, and then I eventually switched over to digital design. So that's kind of how I got to my Serenity collection today. That is what's with the paper crafting set. It's my Serenity collection. And how this came about is Shayna actually reached out to me, and she said she found my brand on Instagram and she wanted to connect so they can create the paper crafting set. And I was super duper excited, and I was ready. So I was like, yes, let's do this. So yeah, that's kind of how this collection came about.
And we love Shayna. We've had Shayna on several times with lots of great Paper House products. So I'm glad she found you and y'all put this together. So let's take a look at the kit. We can, if you want, do you want to do it from your camera, your upper camera? And I want you to talk about your inspiration. Not only is it Serenity and spa-like, but I also felt like you had a lot of inspiration from the Southwest.
So yeah, honestly, when I created this collection, I'm going to kind of get a little personal. I was kind of in a difficult place in my life, and I was just like, you know what? I want to create something that will not only inspire me, but it will inspire other women. So that's how all these words of affirmation came about: courage and serenity and grace. And so the whole Serenity collection is just about being resilient and, like I said, words of affirmation. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I want to read these too because we have a lot of people commenting already. Melina says, love the color palette, which it's absolutely gorgeous. We have Vanessa said, Vanessa wants me to explain the new shipping and handling fees. Guys, when we wrap it up with Amy, I'll be glad to explain it because we have new stuff going on, which is going to make your crafting shopping even more fun. Marilyn says, love the paper kit. Vanessa said, finally some African-American paper kits, which is absolutely true. But Vanessa, it's interesting, if you've seen our shows before, we've also had Coco, what is it? Yeah, Gold Mine and Coco have come on. We've actually featured several. The twin sisters. Oh yeah, the twin sisters. Oh gosh, Amy, I can't remember them. We'll look it up. Because we really have Vanessa, and we're really proud of that. Although I will tell you, Vanessa and everybody else, I find this kit to be very universal as well. I have my own, as you mentioned, Amy, very personal story.
The Gooseby twins.
The Gooseby twins, that's right. They've been on too. But I have my own personal story of the inspiration I got from your kit. So I think it's so cool, Amy, that it is very inclusive, quite frankly, if you ask me. And I'm assuming that is also what you were hoping, that people from everywhere would love this kit.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm like getting emotional watching it because I'm like, this collection, when I created it, it was it was just me, creating it. And I didn't know that I wanted it to have a bigger a bigger reach. I wanted to reach more women, of course, not just African-American women, but of course I did African-American women because, I'm an African-American woman. So, sure. But absolutely, this is definitely it's very inclusive, very inclusive.
I love it. We have more comments too, girl. Trudy says, love the colors. Betty Ann says, so beautiful. Lee says, love it. Were you thrilled at how this turned out? Did it really represent the vision you originally saw in this kit?
I I didn't even know what to think when Shayna. Oh, and I do have to shout Shayna out. She actually, I just sent her over all of these files of all the elements and everything, and she was the one who really kind of put everything together to make it cohesive within the paper crafting set. So shout out to Shayna at Paper House Production. She did a great job with this too. But this is not, I didn't even know what to expect. So it's beautiful.
So you
I
must have
love
been
it.
well. You must have been thrilled when you opened the box and saw what the end result.
I absolutely was. Like, I'm trying not to be emotional now, but I was like crying when I looked at the set, because I'm like, honestly, when I created this, I was like in a different place in my life, and to see this become something beautiful, basically when I was in that space creating it, to see it now, as the paper crafting set, I love it. It means a lot to me. So
And it's going to
Shayna,
make me cry. You're going to make me cry on this one. Okay, so let's go through some elements. Where do you want to start? And I really do want to walk people through and give them a good look on my camera of the papers as well. But why don't you walk us through everything?
So I would like to start with the sticker set, the sticker sheets. So as you can see, there's 4 sticker sheets here and plenty of elements. I use these stickers mostly for in my planner. I've seen a young lady, her name is Amber Crafting on YouTube. She created a affirmation journal, and she used some of the stickers in the affirmation journal that she created, which was really beautiful. So there's the sticker sheet. As you said earlier, it does have the gold foiling on it. And the words of affirmation: better together, serenity, hope, love is life. Next, we can talk about the die cuts, there's like plenty of die cuts. And my favorite ones are the word banners. Mm-hmm. So these, serenity, wisdom, patience. Like I said, when I was creating this collection, what I really had in mind was just affirmation and inspiration, empowerment. So, that's where these words are coming from. Also, sisterhood, celebrate. Well, we can talk about the vellum paper.
I love
so
that
these
stuff.
Are gold.
And there's a lot of it.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot. There is a lot in this set, which I love. And you can use this for literally any kind of thing. Like I said, these are the vellum paper with the gold foiling. I kind of use these for decorations. Like I want to show my this canvas that I created.
Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, I love that.
I used the papers and I glued it down, and there's one of the vellum go forwards on there.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, then we have the border sheets. So these have words on it too. I am resilient, happiness, courage, strength. You can use these for, there's so much here. You can use it for everything.
There definitely is. It goes a long way.
It does. And then the letter sheets here also. And then I know you wanted to show the papers too.
Yeah, you know what I'm going to do? We're going to split screen and you can talk about them. I just wanted to give it a really good look on my camera so they could see. So do you want to go there now?
Yeah, I see. I see it. So these it's front and back pattern. Mm-hmm. So,
and I love these because you can cut them individually, and you'll see in my project I'm going to tell you about in a second. That's what I used.
Yeah, so you can cut them individually, glue them down on your vision boards or on your in your planners. Creating
this
cards.
Paper, and you get 4 sheets each, by the way. Oh, yeah. Girl, this is my. I wish I had an entire paper pad of just these two.
I love it. And these are 12 by 12 sheets.
Yeah,
front
and they're
back.
good. They're beautiful cardstock, you guys too. So you've got a
Yes.
lot to work with. And again, remember you're getting multiple sheets of these. I've been using them. So if you're seeing some missing pieces, it's because I've used them.
Yeah.
And again, this picks up on. We did have Lee wants to know what was your inspiration for the female images.
Well, everything that I do, everything I create, I always do it with, to inspire women and to encourage women. So that really was I like creating pretty fashion designs and stuff too. So, drawing dresses and things. So that was kind of the inspiration behind that.
It's really fantastic. Again, this is a lighter version. We have different images on this, and if I flip it over, look how the coordinating sides are so easy. I mean, it's what you'll find, guys, when with Amy's kit is stuff really. Oh, look how pretty this is. This is stunning.
Isn't that pretty?
Oh, it's just so beautiful. And it just inspires everybody. You can't touch this kit and not be inspired. By the way, Shannon said, this is so pretty, ordering now. Now, guys, you can order right off of our page. It's there now. Wait, join our Facebook group. Have they popped up the order link? Because I've got the Facebook link.
It's within the post.
It is in there. Okay, so guys, dig around a little bit. You'll see the post where you can order this. This has never been on the air before. You're all seeing it for the first time. We're launching it. We don't bring in a lot of kits for this. Melina says the word banners are beautiful and so inspiring. Vanessa says beautiful. Love the color palette. Melina goes, ooh, vellum too. Yeah, I love the vellum. Crafty Dita said she just placed her order. Can't wait to get this set. Vanessa, wow, those papers are gorgeous. Yes, we need a whole paper pad of that. I know. We have to get a hold of Shayna and say, Shayna, just do the papers in a pad for us, for God's sakes. Minerva says, hello, can you share the link to buy it, please? So I'm personally not seeing it. I just see the Facebook group link that's pinned to the bottom at this moment. Antonia says, a very nice package. Deborah said, ordering now. Monica, placed my order, loved it. Trudy, nice package. Again, guys, if you're going to order this, I would highly recommend that you order it now because we just don't bring in a ton of these when we're just featuring them on Tuesdays. Now, this is beautiful too, and I love that you went a little bit smaller with these blocks in this design.
Because this here, you can use this for like card creation, creating a card or a notebook. You can cut it out and place those smaller designs like on front of those cards or notebooks.
Isn't that beautiful? And again, I've used some sheets, guys, so if I'm missing, there's 18 sheets total. You get 18 sheets, 12 by 12, and they're double-sided. So, and again, this is cardstock. This is not just cheapy little paper in that collection. Okay, so what else do we miss anything? Should we show something else? I guess the tape.
Some washi tape.
Yeah.
Yes.
Look at this.
The
Look how fun
washi
this
tape is so cool. Yes. I love how the design runs on through the washi tape. And then that one is my favorite because of the gold foiling.
Yeah.
Super
So
pretty.
cool. I love this. I love this so much. I'm like, I got to save it. I'm going to wrap it back up. Okay, so I want to show you, I'm going to read something to you guys, and I want to show you my inspiration. Amy, if you don't mind, I hope you're proud of what I made with your kid, but you really did absolutely inspire me. I was really moved by this collection. And you'll get a couple cards in here. Amy has a little information on Amy in here and where you can find, and we'll talk about that later, where you can find her on Instagram and everything. But she writes this: the mission of Ames Moon Papery is to inspire thoughtfulness and contribute to well-being by providing intentionally designed paper goods to women as a tool for self-reflection, creativity, and organization. So as I was going through this, obviously, Amy and I have never met before until tonight. She doesn't know this story. A dear friend of mine from Ohio, I grew up with her. She is in the middle of her victory over cancer. That's how I'm going to put it. But she's deep in the middle of it. And I sent her a card that I made. I featured it a couple weeks ago. I made it for her. And it's interesting, Amy, because when I got into your kit, I decided I was going to make her a healing book. Can you put double this if you don't mind? And I used your kit exclusively. And as we're talking, I'm going to build it. But for me, what I did was, you had so many neat parts of this. And then I went online and I printed out, I'm going to show you guys exactly how I did it too. I think I've got my sheet. I took the back of one of your sheets and I cut it out 8.5 by 11, and I found a whole bunch of healing inspirational quotes. And instead of running a white piece of paper through, I took the back of one of your sheets, and I'll show it in just a second, and I ran it through my printer so it would match, obviously, the palette. And I wanted her to have a book, whether she's in the middle of a treatment or whatever, that just gives her these healing thoughts. And it blended in beautifully. And you and your kit were absolutely, I'm about to cry on this one, and goosebumps at the same time, were the inspiration for me to make what I hope will be this little healing book for her to read constantly to give her positive vibes to defeat this and be healthy.
That is truly amazing. I love that so much because that is the reason why I created this Serenity collection. Is for women to be empowered, for women to be encouraged, and that means so much. That means so much to me, and I love that. I love it.
Well, I think your gentle palette and the colors and the sayings just gives off that wonderful healing vibe. It's the word I came up with. So here's what I'd love to do too. Let's go back, and if you want to show a few more features, we'll split screen on your what you're doing and then split screen what I'm doing so people can see it. But again, these are the cutouts on that one sheet, and I've added some washi tape, but I want to show you guys what I did. Here's how I did it. I did this on a word processing program, and then I ran her paper, cut it and ran it through my printer to create the different sayings that I'm going to use in this design. So yeah, why don't you go ahead, Aim, and I'm just going to keep working on this little project.
I love that idea. That is super nice how you got that printed on there.
Yeah, didn't that turn out great? And you know what's fun is your papers on the opposite side allowed me to do it because it wasn't, it was nice to be able to hold printing.
So how do you plan to bind that together?
Well, if you notice, I'm actually leaving some space here, and I haven't 100% figured out. I might either use rope, I might use ribbon, and I might get little teeny rings and actually hole punch and then make little rings. But what I'm doing is each page I'm leaving just enough space so that hopefully I don't screw up the full design.
What does the message say on that?
This one says healing takes courage, and we all have courage enough even if we have to dig a little deeper to find it.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, that's the first one. Now, do you do a lot of journaling?
You know what? I do. I definitely do. I've been journaling for about 10 years now.
Oh,
10,
wow.
11 years. That is kind of the reason too why I started my business, Ames Moon Papery, is because I journaled a lot, and I said, okay, I want to start a business. I want to do something creative, and since I journal a lot, maybe starting a stationery company, maybe that would be a good idea, and that's kind of how it came about. In 2016. So did you through your journaling, I guess the word I look for is, do you think through journaling it helped you to get to this point? Most definitely, because it taught me that when I'm going through things in life, it taught me that I can transmute things, that I can take something that is ugly and turn it to something beautiful, So that is definitely the inspiration behind this, for sure.
And again, isn't it, I think it's so cool and must be such a great feeling to see it all come to life. I mean, I think that's just got to be really so cool.
Yes, like I keep saying emotional. I'm gonna keep saying like I don't want to cry. I don't want to cry on Facebook Live. Like
it's okay. You can if you want to.
I am beyond excited to be here talking with you, chatting it, crafting, using the Ames Moon papery paper crafting set. I'm it's a dream come true.
Well, and I'm going to read a couple more comments. I'm just going to try to finish my book real quick. Oh, by the way, I love to tear. When in doubt, tear, and it needed to fit. But again, all the elements you're seeing, other than how I printed, I use my printer, obviously, to do that. All the other elements that you're seeing, I used directly out of the kit. And that's kind of cool, too, guys, because it's not like you have to go out and buy, a whole bunch of other stuff. There's so many things that allow you to be really creative inside the kit that you don't have to do a lot of extra purchases to make it happen. So, and if you're a beginner, do not get freaked out about the kit. I think you're going to find it super, super easy to work with. And then that's my last page. Yep. So I actually did finish my little book. Now I got to figure out how I'm going to put it all together. But again, a couple comments just real quick, Amy, before I let you go. Julie said, that's such a loving and thoughtful gift, Suzanne. Thank you, guys. Trudy says, this is such a great idea, a healing book. Yeah, I very much believe in positive energy going to people, especially when they're going through a tough process. So I like to talk in very positive terms, and I hope that's Sylvia, how do you order? So again, it is there. Okay, Sylvia, there it is. It's up now. So see, Sylvia, it says shop the crafts featured in tonight's live here. When you hit that, it'll take you, but it won't take you away from our live environment. So that's how you buy it. And a ton of you bought it so far, so please don't miss out. Inga says, I love the canvas that Amy showed. That is beautiful. The kit has a calming vibe to it. Yeah, Aim, can you finish showing that canvas one more time, then I'm going to let you go, because that's just gorgeous.
Here we are. I just added some more bread banners and some die cuts, and this is also on the sheet. She is clothed with strength and dignity. Proverbs 31:25. That's also on one of the sheets. I don't know which one. My sheets are all cut up too, Suzanne.
Neither one of us have a full kit. And how I ended this is because it's a group of friends. It says, and this is from Amy, sisterhood is the anchor that keeps us together. And we have a very close group of friends we all grew up with. That's my last one in my little booklet that I made. All right, Miss Amy, we cannot wait for another kit from you. Do you have another one coming out anytime soon?
Hopefully. So we're looking forward. Yeah.
Awesome. And if everybody wants to find you, how do they find you on Instagram, Facebook, and all that good stuff?
At Ames Moon Papery.
At Ames Moon Papery. All right, there we go. Mm-hmm. Amy, thank you. We love you. And it's been so nice to have you join the show tonight.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you all.
Okay, bye, baby.
I hope you had Valentine. Bye.
And thank you. You could be doing something else instead of joining us. So we appreciate it and we love that. All right, isn't that cool, guys? Okay, so again, on the bottom of your screen, that's exactly how you order it. Just click. You won't leave what we're doing. It'll just allow you to order it and stay with us and have some fun. Also, people were asking about the free shipping, and I do want to answer that. We have a brand new thing that started at midnight. We have 3 things. Number one, you're going to, especially you crafters who buy a lot of stuff from us, you're going to flip. Okay, if you're spending less than $75 any day now, you will only spend $6 to ship everything you buy in a single day. Remember, if you watched us enough, we do the $5 fill your cart on craft day. Now, every single day, you'll spend no more than $6 bills to ship your entire order up to $75. Once it goes over $75, everything ships for free. So get to the 75, then it's all free. But if it's under 75, you only spend $6. You could be shipping home TVs and like cookware sets and crafting stuff, and it's only $6 every single day. Now you want to get all your orders in before midnight because it'll reset itself for the new day, but that's brand new. Also, just a little side note, if you're on auto ship for anything, and this will include our crafting, like from Anna or from Crafter's Companion, our auto shipments are now all free shipping, which is huge. I've got things on auto ship right now, and I'm so excited because I don't have to pay for shipping anymore. So now, if you get auto ship, every auto ship after the first order, obviously, will be free shipping. Isn't that cool? Okay, so I hope I explained it. I hope it helps you guys out. All right, this next item. I have never had more inspiration from a gilding paste than the next ones you're about to see. So how many of us love our ink pads? We use them all the time. Well, imagine being able to have an ink pad that can do 10, 15 times more things than you could ever do before. And that is just the start of the next story. All right, these, I am telling you, don't goof, don't wait, don't miss it. These are so cool. And this is from our friends at Ecstasy Crafts. It's their gilding, polish, and embossing folder set. So let me show you what we're doing. So our embossing folder set. You're getting 3 of these, and there's a ton of product inside each one of these because you use so little. And they're really clever how they work. You're also getting with this, you are going to get this, which is the 7x7 stencil that we're going to be working with. So this is the kit itself. Now, you're getting all of this. It comes with the 3 gilding polishes. You're going to see the clever applicator. That is so cool how they put that in. And you get the stencil to go with it. Now, what year is 1343068. It's $35.99. And today, of course, we have 5 flex pays going on. I'm going to use, and I know my guest Anita's going to use an embossing folder, but don't freak out. This will be in stock eventually, so we will have that. It's not available right now, but this kit's available. And also, just so you'll know, once you see how versatile these darn things is, and I'm telling you, I want all 30 colors, you will want to get a bunch more colors, and we have a ton of colors online right now individually. But this is the only one that's fully kitted up right now. So here's what you're getting. So we're going to jump in right away, and I'm going to have a ball, and we're going to craft for the next about a half hour or so. And Anita's joining me from Ecstasy Crafts to kind of tell us all about it. So Anita, hello, and welcome back. We haven't had you in a while, but we're so glad
Thank you.
With
Yeah,
us.
I know.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out Valentine's Day with us. I really appreciate that.
Yes. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. Warm
I
bread.
know. Okay.
Happy Valentine's
yeah.
Day, everybody.
Big love on that. Thank you. Yeah, you know she's just lying, but thank you very much. Anyway, Anita. Oh my gosh, can I tell you? I can't believe how many techniques you can do with these. It is incredible. So kind of walk us through what it is and how is it different? Because there is other gilding polishes out there, but what makes these really special?
Okay, well, start by showing you the container. It is in a glass jar. It comes with a lid, but inside the lid is the applicator that you're going to use for each color. And to get the lid off, you just kind of twist it and it comes out. Mine's dirty, but it's a flat bottom sponge, and it fits right into the lid. And so when you use your colors, it doesn't matter what color you use. This one is specifically for this color polish, so you don't have to mix and match. The polishes, like you said, they're metallic gilding polishes. There's about 30 colors. They're water-based, non-toxic, odorless. This is a 50 ml jar, and it works on all porous surfaces. And it's good for all mixed media, paper crafting, scrapbooking, just kind of any crafting that you can think of that uses porous surfaces. And because it's water-based, it can be used as a paint. I'm going to show you how you can use it as a paste with the stencil that comes with it. And you can use it as an ink for stamping, like you mentioned earlier. It also, you can use it with a paint with a water brush. It dries fairly quickly. So a lot of the times when you're, using paints or pastes, you have to wait a long time before you can do anything else with them. But this, you don't have to wait very long at all. You can get into doing your die cutting and embossing and all that in a very short time. What else can we do with it? You can color your paper with it, and then you can stamp onto that paper that you've gilded with the polish, and then heat emboss on top of it as well. You can build layers, and they're blendable. So there's a lot you can do in this short time. I don't know if we're going to be able to show you everything, but like you said, once you start using it, you will find inspiration to use it in other ways. So,
and I also want to mention, just really quick, there is a video. We're going to also put the link up, and I love it. Jamie Rogers, one of our favorite people, he did a full-length YouTube video that will go through, other than your stencil, we're going to show you that exclusively here, we'll go through all the techniques. And I'm such a nerd, I wrote down every technique he showed. There's like 15 of them. Like I'm going to use it as,
Exactly.
you're going to see in a second, I've got some stamps. And so while she's playing and I'm playing, I'm going to use it as stamp ink. And so did we pop it up, guys? So we're going to pop that link up that shows you. And again, it's Jamie Rogers. It's on a YouTube video that will go through. So if we're going too fast or you miss it, you can check out his video and you'll learn tons of amazing. I was so inspired after watching. I was like, I've got to use this on everything. Like, it's funny. I really looked at it and said,
Exactly.
you know how many of us buy metallic papers to get the metallic look? This is going to do that for you. You don't have to ever buy metallic papers
Exactly.
again. And it oh my gosh, the dry time is instant. You never get you don't have to get an embossing gun out or put something aside and then get back to it 3 hours later because it dries so fast. So again, that's just scratching literally the surface of this. But let's get creative. So what are you going to show us first?
Okay, well, I'll switch to my overhead camera. And what I'm going to show you first is this is the kit, obviously, the stencil with the 3 polishes. The stencil actually has 2 elements to it. It has a little corner flourish and then like another main flourish. And so what you can do with that is with the main flourish, I'm going to stencil a piece here for you. And we can use this. This can be like our main card. Actually, I'm going to stick a piece of paper underneath. And so with the polish, using it as a paste, I'm going to just mention that it does take a little bit longer to dry than when you use it with the sponge, just because it's thicker. It's applied thicker than you would the other way. So I'll just get that down and just center my... And like you said, on the video is excellent to get started. And then as you go, you'll learn of other ways that you can use this. This particular technique is not shown in the video, so that's why I thought we would show it today.
Love it. Can you slide your paper over to the right just a little bit?
Oh, sorry.
Thank you. Perfect. Oh, it's perfect.
Just trying to get my stencil tape.
You know, while you do that, I'm going to read some comments if you don't mind. Let's see. Rita says the
Okay,
color
sure.
scheme. She was talking about the Amy's beautiful kit. So the color scheme makes me want to travel to the Southwest states, which it really did remind me. I've been blessed to be down there, and the scheme and some of the look is really so inspirational for the Southwest. Julie says, thank you, Amy. Julie said, oh, Shannon says, just love this. Linda says, cool. Melina says, nice new shipping deal. Susan said, this is so wonderful. Everybody's talking about the shipping. Julie said, nice. Melina says, free auto ship with a ton of exclamation points. Kathy said, nice. Carletta said, that's awesome. Vanessa, the new SNH policy. Oh, yeah, we'll get that figured out. Shannon says, can't wait to receive this. Oh, good. Trudy said, this is like chalk paste. You know what? Would you consider it like chalk paste, Anita?
Well, they do sell, the Cosmic Shimmer line does have a chalk paste, but it doesn't have the metallic or the mica in it to make it shiny. So it's a matte look.
Oh,
But it
gotcha.
is
Okay.
actually there are different ones as well. Like there's a luster polish, which has more of a glitter in it. There's a glitter polish as well. But this metallic polish is very, very popular because it gives you that little bit of sheen, and you can color coordinate all of the elements in your card making or crafting together, because you can use this for, to color your die cuts. You can use it to color embossing folders, which we'll show you shortly.
And can I tell you something else too
So
that's going to blow you guys' mind? You also can use this as a letterpress and layering. You can layer onto the card base. You can use it obviously with die cuts, embossing cards. And then the one that took me over the top was not only you can use it like stamping, but much better, but you actually could paint with it, right?
Yes, I'm going to show that as well. In fact, I even have a little bit of a watercolor technique that you can use with it. And the colors are very vibrant and show up really well on black cardstock or dark cardstock, as well as the white.
Yeah, it's perfect.
So
Now, we're going to split screen while you're doing yours. And I'm going to show you what I did. Okay, so here's one of my projects I did because I lost my mind with it. And again, this is a very inexpensive canvas. You know, I go shop for all my bases at that certain place that's $1.25. So I bought the canvas there, and I did this swipey method. And it just was so cool. And what you're going to see how beautiful. It's just such a pretty finish. Now, this is the same technique. And what I did was I'm going to actually do this, but I'm going to raise it a little bit, and I'll probably end up putting something here. But this is the one technique that you're seeing Anita doing right now, and that is kind of where I was going to go in this direction, which I could put a saying or whatever, but I just wanted to kind of show you. It's funny you did yours on white, but guys, unlike regular inks, you know, the inks we usually use, like these, guess what? You can't see it on black. So this, I'm telling you guys, try these, and you will be amazed at all the different things you can do with them. It's like, why would I buy traditional ink almost anymore? Because this can do so many things. That turned out beautiful.
Yeah, so I just, I'm going to set that one aside because like I said, the polish, because I've used a spatula to spread it on, it is quite thick and it will take a little bit longer. You can set it quicker with your heat gun, but I have one that I did earlier that is dry. And I'm just going to show you, I just put it on a cardstock and backed it with red paper behind, but you could use metallic gilding polish as well. And then I've also cut out a sentiment, polished the sentiment and also in green, and polished the shadow in the yellow. And then we also have these little 3-layer toppers that I've used, and they also come, we also sell them on HSN. And so I'm just going to add those to show you how quickly and easily you can use that stencil for the background and have a coordinating element on top.
It's gorgeous. Oh, it's so pretty. And by the way, we do have the extra goodies available. Let me see if I can find my sheet on it. If you want to get the called Flowers in Spring, that's what she's using right now. It's 131-2257. So if you want to pick those up. Here's the other thing, like I said, you guys are going to love. This goes on so quick, but it dries. I mean, to me, Anita, I was shocked at how fast it dries. It's fantastic because you don't have to wait very long to finish your project.
Exactly. And this sponge technique with the stencils dries even quicker. So I'm just going to show you how to do it with the sponge technique. And I'll just do it quickly. But so I'll take the sponge out. Like, so that one I use the spatula, and this one I'm just going to use the sponge. Now, a couple of things I need to mention about the sponge. When you're using it, if you're going to use it on a stencil like this, you can go pretty heavy with the polish on your sponge. And you just kind of dab it on until it gets through all the crevices. And then I'm just going to switch colors just because I have the 3 colors in the set. I'm just going to add a little bit of blue as well. And it just takes a couple of minutes to dry.
And I'll tell you, so after you guys saw me put mine on, and we'll go back over to my overhead too. I've got out my little marquee. Guys, for mine, this was ready to be die cut literally like about 30 seconds ago, so it doesn't take any time. I grabbed an Anna Griffin die. I'm going to hopefully run it. I haven't tested this one, but you know, hey, we love to experiment live on our show. So I'm going to run it through my marquee. Again, you know, just I really, oh look, oh my gosh. Anita, look, I love this.
Oh, wow, that looks good.
That,
That's
guys,
beautiful.
and then I could come back with the yellow, and because it's so opaque, I can tip this with the yellow if I wanted to. But how cool is that, you guys? Like, it's amazing. You can do so much. I really encourage you to try these today. And a teeny little bit goes forever. Like, this stuff lasts and lasts, but how cool is that? And you saw how fast I did it. It gives it a whole different shimmer and look, and really kind of just, and that, I didn't even practice this, but I knew it was gonna work. Do we have a question?
Yeah.
Yes.
Leslie wants to know, can she use this on a wall or sheetrock?
Oh, that's a good question. Who wanted to?
Leslie.
Leslie wants to know, Anita, can you use it on a wall or sheetrock?
a wall or sheetrock? Well, it's a porous surface, so I think you can. Yes.
I would kind of go with it. Yeah.
I
So
wouldn't
we're
see-
saying,
Yeah, I wouldn't. It's water based, so as long as it's not in a bathroom or like where you're going to get a lot of humidity. No, I mean it would set anyways. You just might have to be careful because it is water based.
right.
Okay,
So
but yeah,
what are you working on now?
So that so this is sponged on, and I'm just going to show you in that few little minutes that I've done it. It's a little bit wet here, but it's pretty much dry when I started it. So I have one that I have completed earlier, let it set completely, and I'm just going to show you, like I did my little layer in behind. I'm going to do it in green, and I just wanted to show you, you just brush it on. And again, on this type of one, you don't have to worry about how much ink is on your sponge, but I'll show you a little later when you're going to want to make sure you don't have a lot of product on it. But it just shines very quickly after you've applied it, and then you can add it as a layer to the back of your creation, because this one has already dried.
I got to tell you too, guys, when you start working with this, it really is a blast. You're like, oh my gosh, it's ready to go. And we've tried all these other techniques, especially when you're doing some of the techniques, and it's like, oh my gosh, you got to wait for days for it to dry, and you're like, oh, come on already. With this, it dries really fast. In fact, it's funny, when you're doing stamping, they recommend just a teeny little mist of water on top of it because the dry down is so quick. So, we all have loved this look. Oh, I guess I needed to dry it down a little more. It didn't exactly work. Well, maybe you've got a stamping one you can do, because mine dried really fast.
I do have one I can show you that is stamped. Also wanted to let you know, when you do have these polishes and you're using them, if you're using them, like I know in the video, Jamie talks about it as well. If you're using them, every day or every other day, you don't have to worry about taking care of the product. But if you are going to use it and set it aside for like a couple of weeks, then you're going to want it's water based, but it will dry out if you don't just mist it. So all I do is I take a little spritzer of water, and before I close it, I just give it a little spritz on the inside, and then you can close it up, and the water will keep it that nice moist kind of mousse texture. And then you don't have to worry about it until you use it again.
And also,
And so
he
now I'm
recommends
just
to mist the sponger part too.
Yes, before you apply it. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that. Before you apply it to cardstock, it's nice to have a damp sponge. It glides on a lot easier. And again, if you don't have, a sink near you, you can always just spritz it with your bottle. So you'll always have a little spritzer bottle nearby, and then that will help you. It just glides on much nicer when it has the water on the sponge.
Anita, I just want to show you guys
wet,
what
you
I
just
did.
want it damp.
Right, I got a little water on here. So this is actually a double layered stamp. So now I've done the yellow, and again, see how it's metallic. And so now it worked. I just had to get it moist, because again, it was dried out too fast. This is going to dry really fast, and then I'm going to take the second part of my stamp, which is the sunflower, and I'm going to stamp black ink on top of it. So I'm going to have this metallic sunflower. So if you've got these layerable stamps that we've sold all over the place, then you might want to try that technique too. This is going to turn out so cool because it has got that metallic shimmer to it, which I'm completely in love with. What are you doing next?
Okay, so I'm just going to pop this on, and then I'm going to show you, after you have die cut your piece, especially little intricate pieces like this, you can color it with your sponge. You can also color your whole page and then die cut it as well. So either way, it works both ways.
Yeah, that's kind of
and
what
like I
did.
said, it keeps it all coordinated, and all your elements in your card can be color coordinated nicely. So then you just pop on some butterflies like I have here, or a sentiment. And then, like I said, with the three colors, just the three colors that we have in the set, you can coordinate some really nice layers in your craft, in your cards.
Yeah, it's really shocking how many different ways that you can use the colors that are included.
And sometimes, I must admit, I have been a little bit lazy and have not washed the sponge after. And you don't have to, but you should. If it gets a little bit hard on your sponge, you can use warm soap and water to bring it back to life.
And good news, everybody,
would
because it's
recommend-
water-based. Oh, sorry. Because it's water-based, it was really ezy getting it off my fingers.
Yes, exactly.
Really,
I know,
I
always
really appreciated that, by the way.
just keep wipes handy and it takes it right off.
Okay, so there we go. And again, I'm kind of going fast and upside down and experimenting a little bit, but there you go. It dried. And again, this is for my bad stamp, but look what happens now, guys. Isn't that cool? So, and that's so neat, Anita, because I used I used the gilding and then stamped, stays on black on top of it, and just a really super cool effect using these. I just am so overwhelmed with how versatile they are.
Yeah, they are very versatile. And I'll show you what I have stamped. So this is one finished card that I've stamped in, like Jamie showed you as well, that it's stamped in Versamark and then heat set with a gold embossing powder. And then I colored it with the polishes. And then I did kind of a watercolor effect even with the gilding polish. So you just make it really watery and you can have a watercolor effect. I also used the polish to stamp onto parchment, which if you know parchment, sometimes when you stamp on it with ink, it will just rub off. But with the gilding polish, it doesn't rub off of parchment paper.
That's so, see, again, you guys, think about everything you use regular ink stamps for and realize that you can accomplish a lot of that with using these. Plus, you can do watercolor, plus you can do, I love letterpress, guys. It's when you actually take an embossing folder. I'll just show you an example here. You take an embossing folder and you actually take this and you're going to put it all over here, put the paper on and run it through, and it creates a completely different effect. Or in this case, we took it and we just brushed the colors over the top of the embossing. So that's the letter pressing. You can use it, obviously, you saw how I did it on stamps. There's just so many creative ways. Now this is awesome. So you're showing the watercolor painting. And you know what I love, Anita? You can work on black, which is really striking, which really with regular watercolors, you couldn't pull that off.
Exactly. The mica really makes it pop on the black. And so, like you said, the black with the paint, you can watercolor. And I used a Versamark and the black ink. So when it dries, it will not stay on the Versamark, but you'll see it on the paper that I've colored.
By the way, Agnes says, love this stuff, definitely ordering. Sue says, beautiful. Pamela says, love the idea, Suzanne. Thank you, guys. Vanessa says, the embossing effect is amazing. Yeah, and again, I'm just going to go over it because unfortunately we're running out of time. But easy to work with, darker light card, which is amazing. Water-based, there's 30 colors. We have a whole bunch of individual colors in stock. I would recommend getting the set, but if you just wanted to try and experiment with one to find out all this fun stuff, do that. Stamping, again, I was shocked it could be used almost like an ink pad. I loved that. Very quick drying in a very small amount. Aging, you can use it on the sides of cards. So we could have done, that's traditionally what a lot of people do, is to age a look. You do it all along the sides. You can emboss cards. You can use it for die cutting. You saw my cool little flower. Layer it with on top of base cards. Letterpress, we talked about that. Painting, because it's metallic paint now. And let's see, stamp on top of heat emboss, or stamp on top of it. And then obviously you can heat emboss on top of that. So just so many. Oh, I love this. So this is kind of more traditional, what we see with a gilding paste.
Yes. Now this one, I just wanted to show you that I've colored the the white paper and it's turned yellow, like you wouldn't even know it was white to begin with. And then when it's completely dry, you put it through your machine with your embossing folder, and it has a really nice metallic effect. But then you can go over top of that again with a coordinating color, just to
cool.
bring out the embossed.
The design, yeah. And guys, if we can, for those of you, we've got it up there right now. If you want the in-depth tutorial, because unfortunately, Nita, I'm going to have to wrap it up here. We've got the link right there. It's the YouTube link, and you can see all the designs. Yeah, just show us a couple more ideas real quick, and then we got to wrap it up, my love.
Okay. Yep. So this is another embossed design. Of polish the edges, the layer in behind, and then use 2 colors on the design with the embossing folder. And then again, you just pop on a 3D and a sentiment, and you have a completed card. We do have one too. This is to show, and on the link with Jamie Rogers, it shows you how you can color right on your embossing folder and then put it through your machine, and it highlights either the back or the embossed part. So that's how we did that one. I didn't have time to show you, but this is the stamped images that we did, and maybe I'll just quickly, this is the fish that I stamped, and it's on the white and on the black, and you can see the shimmer to it, and it's very easy. And what you want to do, again, when you're using it on your embossing folder or stamping, you don't want to see any globs of polish, and you can even, like this one, I've just used what was left on it from whatever I've been coloring. You just tap it on, and then you just use your stamping tool, and then as you can see, it has a beautiful stamped image.
That's so cool. Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it.
Not as much on the camera.
Unfortunately, I got to wrap it up, but it is so amazing, and I'm so excited about these, and I hope all of you at least try one of them. You can get the set, but we also have individual jars as well. So I want to wish you a very happy Valentine's Day, Anita. So I'd love to do that, and can I see her face so I can say goodbye to her?
Yeah, we're working.
Oh, there we go. She's got her own crew. She's so advanced. They got cameras and crews over there. But Anita, again, thank you for spending Valentine's evening with us. It's so wonderful. And we look forward to seeing more good ideas from you guys, as you always do, and you bring us great kids.
Well, thank you for having me. I had fun. Enjoy Valentine's Day.
All right, what's left of it, right?
Yeah.
All right, bye, sweetie. Okay, guys, and again, you get all 3. I really thought it was so darn clever. You don't have to worry about getting your own stamping pad or your little pads, the sponges. They're literally built in. Highly recommend you try it. You really will be blown away. I mean, I am all in on this. I think it's just one of the coolest things I've ever played with. Okay, 5 flicks on everything all day. When's that? Today. Oh, does it end at midnight?
I think so.
Okay, we think that ends at midnight, so you can get this kid home for... where's all my notes? I'm just like my cooking. $7.20 on a major credit card. Please remember our new shipping deal. So spend under $75 in one full day. You only spend $6 to ship everything. If it's over $75, everything ships for free, which is amazing. And then we also have the auto ship, which now will ship for free. I believe that starts kind of randomly. I don't know.
It's after your first order.
Yes, after your first order. You're going to pay regular shipping on your first order, but then after this, when your auto ship kicks in, that's when the free shipping and handling starts. So I want to make sure I clarify that. So if you get something on auto ship, your first order will be whatever our shipping is. No, it'll be $5.99 because the minimum.
Right, it'll be $5.95 if it's under $75.
$5.95 it's under $75. But I mean, everything's going to be $5.95 across the board. But that's all you pay for the entire day. That makes sense. All right, next show. Are we on time next week?
Yeah.
We're 8 o'clock? Okay, and it's Technique Tuesday. And the theme is Spring in 3D. Oh, what am I going to be doing, right? You got to tune in. We will see you then. Thank you, guys. I love you all, my crafting cuties and new crafting cuties. And happy Valentine's Day. I'm sending tons of love to all of you. Have a great rest of your evening. Bye.